What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to The Average Investor, where anyone can build wealth, even the average investor. And if you are new to the channel, this channel is all about personal finance, investing, and real estate. For over the past month and a half, we've been diving into real estate, starting off on the wholesaling journey, and we'll dive into what that really means. But we're getting into the investing side of real estate, and I have to break down some of the harsh realities that we've already seen thus far. For those that do not know, my roommate and I, Josh, have been diving into the wholesaling side of things, and the crazy thing is he actually secured the first deal in just a couple of weeks, which was amazing. Some might say it's beginner's luck. I think it's all skill. However, even that being said, even the past month to a month and a half, we're starting to see some of the true colors and some reasons why we think a lot of new investors getting into the game are backing out pretty quickly. That being said, before we dive in today's video, if you have not joined the Average Investor family, go ahead and do so by hitting that subscription button as well as that bell button, much appreciated. And also do not forget to like this video to push it to new real estate investors so they don't miss out on this as well. So before we dive into the harsh realities of wholesaling, we need to make sure everyone is on the same page. So for those that are not in the know and who might be new to this channel or just clicked on this video, basically wholesaling is you go out, find distressed properties. So these are properties that you can't live in, they're being sold as is, they need a lot of renovation and they need a lot of help. So you get those properties under contract, and then once you have those properties under contract, you then assign or basically sell that contract to a cash buyer who's going to fix and flip or fix and rent that property. Now, against popular belief, you can still find properties that are on the MLS if you can get a good deal for them. It's much harder because it's a lot of exposure on the market, and also they're selling it with a realtor and a real estate agent for the most exposure to sell it for the highest price. So that can be challenging to get it for a lower price in order to assign it in the future. So Josh actually secured the first deal on the MLS. This was on the market. It was being represented by a realtor. And for my main focus as of recently has been mostly on off-market things. And there's so many pros and cons for both on-market and off-market houses. And I'll make a video in the future breaking down why I like on-market and why I like off-market, but this is not that video. But again, in today's video, we're going to break down 3 harsh truths that we've already seen being in the wholesaling game for literally a month and a half to 2 months, and probably some stuff that you have experienced or will experience. And then also, I think these are the main reasons why people back out of wholesaling so quickly. So the first harsh reality, and this one is more going to focus on market, on the MLS, people that are, again, being represented by a realtor. The first one is, since this market is so hot, there are no good deals out there. Now, obviously, when I say this, there are good deals out there, and we've come across some that you could actually purchase for the asking price on the MLS, and it might be able to work. However, all of that being considered, most of the time, 99.9% of the time, the asking price and the listing price is way above your maximum offer price. What we find ourselves doing pretty much a majority of our day is literally cranking numbers, cranking deals, seeing if the numbers actually work out for this to be a deal that we lock up and look to assign, or potentially lock up and for us to actually fix and flip them. Also, don't worry, in the next video, I'm going to be breaking down how we find deals and how we analyze deals, or quote unquote run the numbers for a deal to see if it's actually a good deal. It's a whole lot of deals going on there. Deals, baby. If you are someone who does not want to be sitting at home or at an office looking at a computer running numbers all day, wholesaling probably isn't going to be for you. You have to love finding a good deal, and you need to love, putting together a deal that is going to work, because wholesaling is a lot of doing the heavy lifting for these investors and running the numbers for them and trying to serve something on a silver platter for them. So that mindset of there's no good deals out there because this market is so hot is not 100% true. There's a lot of bad deals out there for an investor and wholesaler, but there are good deals on and off market. You just have to find them. So the second harsh truth is, even though it might seem like a good deal behind the computer screen, there actually might be some problems that you can't see just virtually wholesaling. So I'm going to break down some numbers here, and if you're new to wholesaling, this probably isn't going to make much sense, but there was a deal that we found in Columbus, Ohio, and basically we had it that the purchase price was $68,000. $68,000. We thought the rehab was going to be $90,000, $95,000 on the higher end, and then that the ARV or the after repair value was going to be $240,000 to $250,000. And also, this was a property that I was looking to fix and flip with one of my mentors. So this is something that I wasn't going to wholesale. This was actually something that we were going to do ourselves, and we were going to get the profit at the end of the day. And even after running the numbers, which looked really good on paper, and locking up the contract and having the house under contract, we actually had our contractor, a whole lot of contracts going on. We actually had a contractor go over there, check out the property, and they told us, look, the rehab budget is not going to be 80, 90, 95. It's actually going to be more near 120. And oh, also there's a multifamily right next to it that you probably can't tell on Google, view on the map, but it's packed. There's a lot of movement over there. And also there's a very busy road. So ARV is going to be around 190. So now this deal at a purchase price of $68,000, as well as a rehab budget of 120, and now an ARV of 190 to 200. This deal is no longer a deal. So again, just because the numbers work out on paper, in reality, especially because we're doing virtually, most of us are, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stand like that when someone goes in person to check it out and you actually have someone boots on ground to tell you, nope, those numbers are not accurate, or yes, they are. This is why it's absolutely crucial to build a team so you have people that are boots on the ground to actually tell you the real truth and the harsh reality about the deal. And the third and final, and probably the most commonly seen harsh truth in wholesaling in the real estate game, and something that I think deters a lot of people, is nothing is done until it is signed. Very, very quickly, you'll realize if you're getting into the real estate game, or if you're in the real estate game, you definitely know this. You're juggling so many things at once. You're constantly finding new properties. You're sending in terms for an offer. You're signing and sending in offers. You're trying to lock up these properties. There's so many things that you're juggling at one time, and you might think because a realtor said his bottom dollar is X, Y, or Z, but you send in an offer with that X, Y, or Z and they still don't sign. Again, nothing is done until it is signed and sealed. So just a couple days ago, Josh actually locked up a property on the MLS, and we got it for under $33,000 of the actual listing price. So we thought maybe we could make something happen here. And sure enough, we went out to the property, looked at it, and we were like, okay, let's see what happens. We had someone actually reach out to us. They were curious and they wanted to know more about the property, sent them the details of the property. And then we actually had a signed assignment agreement from both Josh and the person that they were going to sign it to for a $3,000 assignment fee. And may I add, this was actually signed and sealed on the assignment side. There's so many S's in that. But after further examination, she actually was like, nope, I don't want to get in this deal. She was an out-of-state person and it really did not work for her. But that's another person where we got our hopes up because we've been to the assignment stage before and it actually closed. So we thought we were almost at the finish line, but we were not yet. So you have to be really realistic. And something a realtor said to us is you definitely should not count your chickens until they've hatched. And I definitely could not agree more, because you have so many deals that you're running and some might be really good and you might feel really good about this or that because a realtor said something or a seller said that they were interested. But again, you cannot get your hopes up until you are at the finish line. But at the end of the day, guys, it truly is a numbers game. How many offers am I sending in? Out of those offers, some are actually going to be accepted. Out of those that are actually going to be accepted are going to be assigned. And of those assigned, you're actually going to get paid from. So it's basically a sales funnel down to when am I going to send in that offer and when am I going to get paid. But even with the three harsh realities that we talked about today, if you keep a positive mindset and you're optimistic and you know that it's a numbers game, so someone is going to have a good deal somewhere, you just have to put those harsh realities and those dead deals to the side and don't harp on them. You just need to keep pushing forward because there are good deals out there. I promise. But guys, I hope this gave you some really good insight into what to look forward to or what not to look forward to when you get into the real estate game. Please, if I forgot something, comment it down below if there's a challenge or adversity that came up for you that I didn't mention in this video. But I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to hit that thumbs up button to push this video to other new investors, as well as don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you guys in more videos. Again, next video, we're going to be breaking down and analyzing what is a good deal, what is a bad deal. So hope to see you guys there, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.